Messi gang, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio. Let's talk about something, okay? So there's this story I saw about mUNGAI, okay? So mUNGAI is YouTuber, I would say, who rose to fame around COVID, and I personally think she used Aziad's textbook because, I mean, baby girl took her fame into the next level. She used to do this blogging of doing interview to different celebrities, to starting doing interview in her own set. Yani, she just took it to the next level. This girl have interview, name it, in the industry. Like, she rose so fast thanks to her ex, whom they ended things in a bitter way. People have different stories into what happened. If you like Eve, you will agree with what she did. And if you like Trevor, you'll obviously hate on Eve. So what happened is, there's this interview that Eve did not too long ago. People call her out. She did an interview with Kabu, okay, the husband. And people said she was making it about herself. And there's another interview that Eve mUNGAI did with Lydia, okay? She's also more like a internet personality, I will say, content creator. And this lady was talking about something that she went through, being essayed at a very young age. Instead of this lady allowing her to express herself and exactly how things happened, she just stopped this girl and started talking about herself. But before we talk about that, first of all, let's talk about how she responded to the backlash, saying that it doesn't matter what you think. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be winning because I'm talented. Let's listen to this first of all.
The reason I'm so strong and so confident, so many people ask me how I do it, it's because I know. I know Kenyans, they will support you, but to a certain level. So Mimi, they supported me, and then I leveled up. Like, it was a
360 time.
360. Right now, there's nothing else on Niambia because they know I have my own money. I know how to make money. It's talent will always speak for itself. You cannot. You cannot unless they kill God. That's what I usually say. I'm a businesswoman. I'm an entrepreneur. Apart from online, I do my own things. So one thing that I've come to realize, I have so many people who love me and they support me, but I have enemies. One, men, because every man out there, whether rich or broke, whether young or old, they feel I should date them by force.
And of course, I understand, internet, especially Kenyan side of internet, sometimes can be toxic. People attacking you for no reason. But sometimes mUNGAI Eve can be weird on interviews, Instead of allowing a guest to just tell their story and for him to maybe give guidance on how the podcast is going, or what's happening, like allow the guest to tell the story, baby girl will interrupt them and make the interview about her. She start telling about her past, the things she has been through, basically just cutting somebody off that you don't even know how to continue with what you are saying. When you are in that moment, somebody's cutting you, it's weird. Let's listen. For example, this one, you guys, let's listen.
So he raped me.
What do you mean? Wait, your uncle?
Yeah.
And how old were you?
I was in class 7.
What do you mean?
Immediately class 7. So I don't know.
Here's what pissed me off, and many people, is the fact that the lady was telling the story, and the fact that you cut her off was cringe as it is, by not allowing her to just be in that moment and telling the audience exactly what happened. And to make the matters worse, you guys, it's what mUNGAI Eve said after cutting her off, actually.
Okay, maybe the idea adding to, unajua kuna kwanga juzi nimeona ukisema venye ulienda club afu mtu akakushika. Una venye mimi uva. I get people who think they can touch or hey, unakapua nini? By the way, do you know, even mimi mtu akinifanyanga unakapua nini? Nitakupasha. That is harassment. Na mimi hata spashing vitu ati nikutusi. Namalizanga, bro, do you know you're harassing me? That's harassment.
But sema kwamba unakapua.
Nasema wale ukubu.
Oh, ile wale calling.
But
that's harassing.
That's harassment. Me, I call them out. So ni maana nimefilio cause
oh my god, you guys. Oh my God, it's the lack of emotional intelligence. Like, a baby girl was pouring her heart out, talking about something that is so sensitive and so painful. But there you are, talking about how men are calling you out on your dressing. Where are those two connected? You don't know the pain that this woman went through. Like, you can't even compare what she went through with men doing on you wherever you wear your clothing a certain way, you guys. And I feel like Eve needs to calm down, evaluate herself, do some sort of sideline coach. Somebody should coach her on how to do these interviews, because I noticed there's so many media personalities who don't know how to engage with someone that they're interviewing. You're supposed to allow someone to just tell the story. One person said, this is insane. You can't equal the heir to being catcalled. Lydia said she was assaulted then when she was a kid, and instead of empathizing, you want to talk about your skimpy feet. Wow. Another person said, made it about herself again. Interviews za Eve zinakuanga akituambia story zake, and I've heard so many people complain about this. Let's read some more comments. Another person said, Eve, are you the interviewer or the interviewee? Lydia was talking about her experience, and instead of empathizing with her, uliamua it's about you now. Shake my head off. Huyu arudi shule, it's all she so unprofessional. She's full of herself instead of being sensitive in such a sensitive manner, meaning these people are not here for this BS. Okay? Another person said, huyu arudi shule. That's all. She's so unprofessional. Another person said, she's full of herself in such sensitive convo. Ashaingiza her clueless nudity in advance to fashion. Okay, another person said, she need to calm down na ache vile vitu anatumia. Honestly, look at her facial expression throughout the whole interview as she can't relate to Lydia. That's crazy. Okay, if Mungai, it was a sensitive matter for this lady, but you find a way to make it all about yourself. Sometimes know when to stop talking much and listen more. Anyway, jadunia ni more, but next time don't let everything be about you, please. And I heard many people saying during when she was still with the ex, she didn't have this much bad attitude, I would say, when it comes to interviews, being so tasteless, so insensitive. Yani, it's like she almost making the guest uncomfortable, basically. That is what I meant to say. And she needed to change that. Another person said, what did I just watch? The nerve of this girl. Sometimes someone tell you they were SA'd, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, what do you mean? Then she goes ahead to equate it to her being catcalled. Miss Thing need to touch grass. Hii interview inaweza kasirisha mtu enyewe. Haka kadem ni kajinga. How can one be so stupid and insensitive? I'm going to read the last post. This one said, this lady lost it the moment they separated with Trevor. My honest opinion seems that he was the one helping her now a lot in terms of professionalism, like what to say and how to interview people. What are they? Seriously, na kiburi pia akonayo kilo mia ish. If you are clearly losing it, instead of showing empathy, she made it all about herself. It's never easy. Someone coming out to say they were said. Of course, people went on and on and on saying, even if they broke up as couple, they could have just stayed when it comes to business, because they seem to have had this nice working together. Maybe they could have just remained as working partners and, just not let their love life affect their work life. But unfortunately, I feel like that is impossible, because they started off as lovers and then they went in as business partner. If they had started off as business people, being in business and then it growing to that relationship, then maybe they could have looked at the bigger picture and say, we can't afford to lose our business opportunities, so let's just cut the love and remain with the business. But Wahib is very egoistic. Trevor has his own stands. At this point, you support who you support, but you really need to change a lot of things. Okay, first of all, she need to fix the attitude, and she really need to stop going back and forth with fans and trying to prove to fans that she's right and she ain't going nowhere, because the fans are the one who put you there, Miss Girl. Okay? They're the ones who support you. But if you're out here going back and forth with them and generalizing them, the thing is, when Eve is going in on people, he doesn't go in on specific people. He generalize and make it seem like even without the fans, she's already stepped in and she ain't going nowhere, baby girl. Let me just remind you, this is Kenya, honey. Anyway, keep it classy. See you next time. Bye-bye.